Hey guys, it's Scott V again in my Big Dig world, and one of my goals for today was to expand my domain a little. You know, I do have to make another run to get more clay, sand, gravel to expand my smeltery, but in the meantime we got a lot of work to do here. It's interesting little irregular patch of land we've got going. Now, I was thinking there could be a building right here at the end of the road. That certainly seems plausible. It's going to be kind of a weird one. Let me see. Go number 3. Because it's going to be a building that's up on a little artificial platform. Sorry, I just like things to be even. Funny that way. Let me make that a little bigger even. And I'll put a little foot down there so it almost looks like it's got supports, even though there really is no gravity in this world. Hey, what am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? Well, the first criteria of this is going to be how the walls go. Now, in this case, I really got to move on to something other than cobble, but I'm going to lay this out in cobble. In this particular case, I'm going to do a little bit weird. I'm going to let the building be the wall. You know, once this building is all built up, creatures won't be able to jump over it. Let me frame it out, and I can always come back and pretty it up later. And you know, I always say that, and I almost never do. But, really. So, let's do that. There's some windows there to frame it out. Frame it out. This is going all the way back to the wall here. Oh, an irregular floor. Why, that can't be tolerated. Let me do something about that. Alright, well, this is a reasonable frame of a building. It's going to be a door right there, so we'd go door frame. I always make my door frames out of some alternate material. See if I have anything interesting at the moment. How about if I make just for fun, let's just put some fences over the door. I can't remember if I've ever done that before. So we're going to frame it out, and I'm going to make this the bakery, overlooking the ocean here. Let me just do this. There is some scenery on this side, so I'll make that the glass side. Now, we got to move quickly on this, because there's an awful lot I want to get done in the next few minutes. And this is really just drafting out an idea. So, now that we got this going, that's going to be my wall. And from there, the wall, I don't need sugarcane right now. From there, I'm just going to wall off a big-ass chunk of territory, because I did a couple stacks of these walls. And I know it's not strictly efficient to go in these zigzags, but whatever. It's kind of funny. I'm really tempted just to literally just wall off my town to be the entire temperate part of this, and just comically have it literally stop at the tundra line. Let's do it. I don't think I have enough blocks. Not blocks, walls. Don't think I have enough walls for this, really. But, yeah, let's see. How irregular is this? Let's cut it off right here. In which case we can plug this. I do kind of like just winging it. 4. And lots of torches when I'm done with this. So as I say, it's not efficient to do these diagonals. I believe you can easily calculate with the square root of 2 that you use 1.4 times as many blocks if you go in a diagonal. Alright, I think I have 6 left here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that, perfection. I'll come out and adjust this at some point, but for now, I just want to take it over on this contour. And I'll light it up in a minute. This has got to go, because it's a jumping over point. And check it out, my town is suddenly a lot bigger. You know, I did lament a couple of episodes ago that there suddenly seems like there's no darn space to build. But I took some time, stared at the map, and there's a lot of space. You can see that this continues all the way on the other side of the lake, although that's a steep, useless hill. But the roughly flat part, I can even do another land grab, take over all of that. This will not be immediately habitable. I'm going to have to do a nighttime lighting drill. But check it out. We're getting somewhere. Grabbing some land. Landing the grab. And let's see how far we want to go with this. It's a little, this little part here is slightly, I almost said obtuse. It's just kind of not the most usable. Do I have a shovel? I still don't have no shovel. Now that's neat. Right there is a cobblestone block showing one of my other proposed boundaries, so we're kind of not too far from the plan. This is a much bigger plan. Now when I bring this back over, I actually kind of want to take this contour. No seeds! No, do not distract me with your endless farming opportunities. Yeah, look at that, that's just perfect. So there's going to be one corner of town that's got its ass stuck in the tundra. But isn't that true of every town, really? Alright, look at that, look at that. Whole new area to occupy. Ah ha ha. Hey, it's another little farmer. How you doing? Whop. Whop. Hey you. Smack. Smack. You observing? What are you, the wall inspector? Does this wall meet with your approval? I don't care. You're not the boss of me. And look, I've been up working all night again. I'm thinking this one's going to be down, this one's going to be down. As soon as the contour picks up, yeah, I can have a road right there. Yes, it's a silly, ridiculous detail, but I like my things to make sense. Although, technically the road doesn't make sense because these buildings have machines all along the back wall, and I'm not expecting you're going to be able to get into them. But whatever, I made a grid. There's a wall, there's the next building. Now, if that's the next building, now we could have a road 2 away from the building. Let's just spec that out. What is going to happen here? Crazy contours. Yeah, well. And I'm thinking this. The road would shoot across like that. That's neat. The road will be right at the edge. Okay, well. Let's try it. Alright, just playing, just sketching. Nice thing with Minecraft, you can always go back and undo something. Well, most things you can undo. So this is kind of neat. Now, a road here suggests that someday there'll be buildings on this side, so I guess eventually I'll lop the trees. I can push a little into the tundra. No big deal. But if I do that, this is the outline of one building. The next building would be here. down here, I'm not sure what the heck the road's gonna do, but if there was a road, it would be here, and then the building could start there. So, alright. Let me see here. I can mark them even better than that by just actually using corners. And we would follow that out here. 2 to the side of the road will be right there. And then that carries out to here. Lines up with that. So this could be the next building. That one's interesting because it's partly up and partly down, but you know, everything can be evened out. If that building is there, then the next road would logically. Now I understand that logic really doesn't have anything to do with this, that it's just a game, but we do kind of just develop our own mental images of what makes sense. And once you've got that mental image, it's kind of hard to shake. You know, although I can go and I can keep several different styles loaded in my brain, at least for buildings. And in fact, this is a very unconventional town as far as my typical builds are concerned. But, so there could be a road here. Again, it's one away from the buildings. 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. Alright, well that's kind of cool. So just spec out another building. Those are reasonably large buildings too. And this is a case, I'll probably just lop off this whole chunk of the rise here. These buildings will be back down to normal. So the next building would be right there. Let's see what space I have. Let's see, here is an edge. I'd like to have one row between the road and the fence. This I don't think is going to work. And hey, look, the only tree in the whole place is right in the way. Well, let's just spec it out. 4, 5, 5. I'm out of cobble. Alright, so it makes sense anyway. And then, see if I have more cobble, because I'm kind of on a roll here. I hate to stop in the middle just because some lamely common block is just not in my hand at the time. Alright, let me continue to spec. So I would walk over here, go up here, be a building right there, go around, go here. And let's see. Sorry, dude, you're gonna have to go, but I'll replant you probably right on the other side, actually. 3, 3. Tree capitate. Well, let's see what's happening here. That. Like I say, I can always come back and redo it at some point if it doesn't meet my needs, but just want to spec out just how much space I have for development. Do that. There's a torch there. Stick a torch here. And again, I might end up expanding out that way. There's room for a building a little narrow building right there, or maybe jutting over the side. But next thing was to continue the little outline here. The next building would be from there to here. And the least absurd contour would be, this one's going to take some doing, from there to here. That one I believe has got a 2-block rise from one corner to the other, but that's okay. Meanwhile, this road would be coming down Let me hit the dirt on the number 3 key here. Alright, 2, 2, 2, 4, 5. 2, 2, 2. I think this can go away. 5, that can't go away that abruptly. I need a certain rise. Whatever, I'll just finish a quick road out to here. And maybe someday this will head out 2 points beyond the wall as I find them. Alright, what do we got going here? So the next one would be, next possible building, I like to have 3 spaces in between, would be here, over to here. Now is there room for 2 of them, or should I just make one big whopper? I would spec out larger buildings given a chance. There we go. So that is a considerable land grab. Let me do just a funny survey here. Let me see here. 1 big building, 2, 3, 4. That one new one already, so there. 4 new buildings, none of them really colossally huge, but that might be all that's really needed for a settlement. 4 buildings, roughly 9 by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 11 by 12. If I build those up 2 or 3 floors, that is an enormous amount of real estate. So I think I'm done with this phase of land grab. And again, I'll probably push this straight across here and make this the peat bog, and that will be I'll put regular land in there, possibly more farming. Among other things, I should put a fence gate. Well, now is not the time of night to be considering this, but I will consider it anyway. I'm going to put, let's see, it's really not that big of a grab, but every acre counts. 4. Hey, you are unauthorized to be at that location. 3. Actually, I'll probably dig out all this sand when I go to put the peat bog in there. Alright, torch. You are now obsolete and must be recycled. This old farm is obsolete and must be recycled. Alright, now I got some of you guys. I know I'm supposed to be building all this industry and stuff, but this mod pack is taking a surprising amount of preparation. Hey. Alright, so I will just fill around there. That should be enough sugar cane for my known needs.